morning everyone and welcome to another day in the life. Well, today it's Monday. It's day 6. No, actually day 7 if you count it of the raw claims. Obviously I stopped it at 5 days. I'm about to the routine of Mondays. It's the children will go and see their dad for the day. I home educate my children, so obviously they are home, and I work from home as well. So as I said, I normally on Mondays drop them at their dad's, and then sorry, I'm just opening a little bit of celery and I'm gonna send my boy. I'm just gonna have 3 of them. Can you go and wash this really well, please, while I'm talking? Yes, I know. So they will go with their dad. We're gonna drop them at tennis, and then I normally will come back home. I used to have online therapy, and then I will start working. I have finished my therapy here in the UK. The NHS, a little bit more, scrap, a little bit more, go. Offered me back in the day the possibility of having free therapy, and I have done it, and I was really grateful for it. It all came due to many things that happened last year. If you want to know a little bit what I went through last year, you can go and watch my old videos in here in the channel, and then you will understand a little bit more. That's better. What I went through, even if that was a good stage of my life. I was too embarrassed to do it sooner, the vlog, so maybe I thought like nobody cares. I'm about to take my medication. I'm nearly finished with it. So here goes 10 milliliters. I have to do 4 in the morning, 6 in the evening, but if I separate it by 2, it's never gonna happen. And then what do? I'm not doing the flash juice anymore. If you wanna know what the flash juice is, which is amazing, you can go and watch the videos before this one. I share it every single day. If you go to the very first one, look, it's still, look at that. You have to do like that, and look, that will go away. Okay, I'm coming back in seconds. My son didn't really clean properly my son. So I've just done a really small celery juice. I have no intention to do it more because it's just like a shot you're meant to have. I think it says in here 25 milliliters of water. I use juices, otherwise I can't. And then as usual, my favorite, lemon to everything. 1, because it's good for you, and 2, because otherwise this is gonna taste like the medicine and I don't like it. What did I say?
Taste.
Taste! Ah, too early in the morning. It's before 8 o'clock in the morning. What do you want me to do? So here it goes. Oh, what is the straw? Because I asked her for the straw. I asked my son for the straw. He completely ignored me. Okay, so here we go. My shot of the morning. As I said, before 8 a.m., let's have this and let's go to tennis. And then I can share a little bit more. I don't even know what I was talking before. It's too much going on in my brain. Let's go.
You're drinking it really quickly.
That's horrible. Oh, that's so bad.
You said you loved it.
Not that one. Normally I put a lot more celery.
Oh, Mama, eat that. Eat that, lick it, it'll be better.
Better.
She loves licking lemons.
Now, speaking of lemons, yesterday I made we made a sticky toffee pudding and a lemon bread. So,
amazing.
If the children allow me, I'm very kind, and because sometimes when the father of my kids wants a dessert, he will buy us the ingredients. So we made it for him, aka the dates to make the toffee pudding. I'm gonna bring some cake for him so he can try it. I made this for our week, but look at that beauty.
It's
Yum.
delicious, but how we will say it needs a little bit more lemon.
Yeah, that's the thing. I love lemon too much. This is the second time I do this lemon bread. I put 8 ounces of lemon juice and lemon zest, and still is not strong enough. So here goes the cake. Oh, maybe. I'm just realizing, let's be even nicer.
And put that.
And put this, right? Yeah. Maybe better, because otherwise it's so sticky. It's gonna get all sticky to the... See, be nice. There we go. And then I will take the lid, and then we go. So as I said, I'm not having therapy anymore. I finished, and I want to start learning how to like control myself and take care of myself without the help of anybody as well, because I just found that, oh, my boy wants some cake as well. I just found out that if I am waiting for somebody to rescue me, I'm never gonna get better. Let's say I need to get used to do it myself and control myself and be okay. The reason why I started this is I was going through so much last year, and I just basically one day went to the doctors and like emergency room because I was having a horrible panic attack, and the kids were a little bit scared. I was scared. I didn't know how to react. I'm on my own with 2 kids 24/7, so I just didn't know what else to do. And then they guide me and help me to basically get help, and I've been for like nearly a year talking to somebody and everything, so it has been really good. But then now it has come the time to an end. I'm doing better. I am more aware of what I want, what I don't want, why do I feel like that, how do I feel like that, also how to sit down with myself and analyze the situationship, and then they say, okay, what should I do now, how can I take care of this on one way or another, where in the past I will have been depressed and anxious 24/7, and it was not fair to me, it was not fair to my children. So that's why I want to change it and get better. As well, co-parenting is not an easy thing. If you're a single mom out there, or even if you're a single dad and you're watching this, I can only tell you, not every woman's very evil, not every man's are evil, but sometimes we go through situations and circumstances and periods of our lives that one parent will be on one stage different than another, and that's when confrontation sometimes starts. And I will say the only thing I could say is think about your kids and think about what is best for them and the type of mom or dad you want to be for them and you want to be remembered at. Because another thing that life has unfortunately taught me in a really hard way is that life is so short and that you never know what is going to happen in the next second. So try to be the best version of yourself every single day. Treat everybody with kindness. Love yourself as you want to be loved. Love the people that you care for, like me, for example, my children, as I want the rest of the world to love them. So they will know this is the love I deserve, this is the love I want, and whoever gives me less than this, I don't want it. That's my purpose right now. I know that I've learned it the hard way. I didn't have the easiest childhood ever, and I'm still healing from childhood trauma and childhood wounds and stuff like that, but I am learning to forgive and forget and to say like they didn't know better, or they didn't thought. Obviously, I would never say if something has happened to me repeatedly, like over and over again, or constantly, however you say it in English, I will say I'm not as naive as to say, oh yeah, they didn't know what they were doing, oh, put them. No, I think humans is like you make a mistake, and then if you really care for what you've done and the consequences of your action, you can apologize or you can try to do better, but most importantly is never to do it again, you know, because otherwise it's become a habit, it's become something that you are okay with, and then to the world you say, I didn't mean to, I'm sorry, but you're still doing it over and over again. So you're not really that sorry, and it's not that I didn't mean to. All right, so anyway, come with us and enjoy it with us. One thing that's, this is something that makes me feel really calm every time I leave the house. And this is something that maybe it will help you as well. Again, as a parent, as a neurodivergent, as an entrepreneur, as a whatever, crafter, whatever it is that you are and why you came in here. I'm gonna give you a little tip. That is something that I learned. Every time my children and I will leave the house, each one of us have a backpack. This is my tote bag. And in here, I have anything and everything that I could possibly need. Apart from a million yarns, that is me. But I have notebooks, I have embroidery things, crochet things. I have my own bag that I borrow from my daughter because she doesn't use it. There we go. And here I have everything and anything that I could possibly need as a woman. I normally we take our tablets as well because I have a lot of work on the tablets. And then the children will always go with notebooks, pencils, pens, and a reading book everywhere go. Why? Because we never know when we will have 5 minutes a day where I can do some of my projects. We never know when we will have 5 minutes a day where they can read, they can practice their writing, learn, or so on, or so on. And sometimes it's so beautiful outside. Pardon me? I don't know where the monkey tablet is. It was around here somewhere. So we never know how is it gonna be. Right now it's so cloudy, but let's say if the sun comes out and it's turned up to be a beautiful day, this mama is actually going to leave right now, but it's going to actually go and work a little bit outdoors under the beautiful sun because we all need vitamin D. I don't know you, but we are at the mid of March. I would like to get a little bit of sun bath because that's what I did last year. I don't use sunscreen. That's another thing. I need to do a video sharing all of this, but I basically do not use any chemicals. Everything that you see here is natural, even my own hair. You can see my grays, and I don't care. I have a really weird hair today. Like we washed our hair last night, and this is what I woke up with. I have curly hair, but sometimes it's just a weird situationship. I'm not gonna touch it because sometimes when I like it, the more I touch it, the more I destroy it. So let's pull this straight thing out of my face and let's go, my friends, because it's Monday and we're about to start a wonderful day. So come with us. So lunch for the day come from one of our favorite Asian restaurants and from a really good chef. Thank you, chef. There you go, Asian food, and I have a soup as well.
Soup.
It's frozen, but this is a pescatarian option, which is with noodles and with seafood. Where you have two type of rices and noodles ready to warm up and yum yum. Okay, so finally we are back home. I have to end up spending the day at dad's kid's house because we were needing to do so many things for like the kids, prepare, organize so many things that we are changing and so on. I got new slippers because if you watched the vlog from the other day with the accident of the water bottle, I dropped it all over my jeans and all over my slippers. So I don't have slippers. And yeah, I do a lot of things in bed. Okay, I'm just so tired. I can't be bothered to have a life around the house. I just spend a lot of time in my bedroom. Let's say I don't care. A lot of people will be like, feng shui, and I will be like, I don't care. But yeah, because it's easier for me just to be here and do everything, and tomorrow is another day, and then I come and I clean and I tidy up and everything, and that's all. But for now, there we go, new slippers. I'm really happy with them. I want them in black, but they didn't have my size in black, and it needed to be a light color, and I don't like light colors, so there we go. And then my Mother's Day gift, which it was the anxiety pajamas, I changed it as well now for an S, because as I see, I like it a little bit baggy. I think the trousers are gonna be a little bit too big for me, because obviously this is a 10-12. I'm more of a 6-8, but it is no worries. I prefer it big. And then I'm working on a project. I have been doing this all day. You can see it in there, the project that I was working on. I'm making a cardigan with a theme. Let's see if by seeing this, you can tell what theme this cardigan is going to be, okay? I have to do more. In total, I have to do 11 different ones, and this is my first one. So I have 10 to go, and I will want to see if I can actually have it finished by the end of the week. Here I have the herbal tea, which I'm about to drink it. I also have drink it, the detox tea. What's going on? I love it. Google, when does spring 2026 start?
March 20th, according to Farmer's Almanac. In 2026, The equinox happens on March 20th at 10:46 a.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Time.
This is how funny it is. It's this Friday. We are starting spring this Friday. Wow. See, I told you. This is the thing. If you have been here long enough, you know that I'm a spiritual person, but I have faith. I have faith that things happen for a reason, and I know in my heart that this week I needed to make changes. I make the cleanse at the perfect time. Boom, 1 week before the actual change of season. Perfecto. Then I make so many changes for our lifestyle and I would say activities and things that we are doing and routines and so on and so on. Again, right, the beginning of the week of the springtime, everything is just happening. Everything is just falling into place, and I am very glad of many of the things that I'm doing, because I think a lot of us, not that we fear winter, but winter is such a long season and difficult and sometimes emotional and sad and everything. And all of a sudden, spring comes and you're like, oh, everything is just so beautiful and perfect. That's how I feel. Anyhow, I don't have much to share, but since I put the challenge on myself to show up, to share what is going on, to prove to myself that I'm okay, that I'm healing, that I'm better. Here I am recording it all for you and sharing it with you, because I want to be there for someone that is in need as I was, and I couldn't find anybody to talk to. So if you're going through anything like I am, here I am. We can always chat and talk and support each other and so on. So I hope you have had a lovely beginning of the week. I'll see you here probably tomorrow if everything goes well. But until then, like always, peace, love, bye.